So today we're going over an amazing stretch routine that I have a lot of my patients do who have a history of sciatica, stiffness, and are in their 50s, 60s, and 70s and don't like getting on the floor and stretching. What's great about this routine is that it only takes 4 exercises. We're going to move through the entire pathway of the sciatic nerve, lower back, glutes, calves, and hamstrings, and we're going to make sure that you feel good and know what to feel along the way. So it's going to move the sciatic nerve, and this is great in the morning because that's when we typically feel the stiffest, but we can do it anytime during the day. I want you to do this every single day over the next couple weeks, and I know you're going to feel better. But it's safe if you have a history of degeneration, arthritis, knee surgery, hip surgery, that type of thing. You're going to want to use this wedge board. I'm going to show you how to use it, but this will be in the description. It's a great stretch routine, only 4 to go through. We're going to have some fun, and I guarantee you're going to feel better. So for the first one here, use this wedge board. We're going to be working into all ranges of the spine and the nerves to help improve stiffness. So we're going to start off with flexion, and we're going to work with this wedge board here. So put this wedge board down on the ground. You're going to have it so that the thick part is in the back. So you're going to put your toes on it like so. And you're going to see me stand on it. And I'm using something sturdy next to me, whether it be a countertop or a wall, or you could use a broom. But what I want to do is put my toes up, and my heels are going to be either on the ground or the wedge. I'm going to stand on it, and then I'm going to lean forward. And so I'm going to move back just a little bit here. You can see me a little bit better. Okay, so you're going to have your toes on there, legs completely straight, and bend over. And I stop when I feel the tension in my hamstrings and calves. And then I come back up, and you can either stand all the way up or go back down, come back up, and go back down. When we're improving stiffness in the morning, when you have sciatica or just general mobility deficits, 1 to 2 second hold and come up. You're going to want to do this program every single morning. I'll put the reps and sets in the description, but we're going to do 10 reps, 2 to 3 second hold, and every time I'm going down a little bit further and a little bit further. But the key is you have to have your legs straight. Straighten those legs, force them out, and if that reduces your range, that's okay. You're still getting the stretch. First, we're working on the nerves. You're going to bend over and round out, bend over and round out. I like to personally stand up all the way in between of them, in between the reps here to work on some extension. But you're going to have those toes up and bend over. And as you can see, I've loosened up. It feels really good. It's a very good stretch. And so you're going to start off with using the wedge, doing the forward flexion on the wedge. You're going to feel it all the way down. We're stretching the nerves. That's why it feels so uncomfortable and sharp-like. It's okay. It'll go away when you're done. Do the stretch. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, we just worked on the wedge. We loosened up the back of our body, the sciatic nerve, and forward flexion of the back. Now we're going to work into extension and rotation. We want to be efficient and effective, so I'm not giving you a ton of stretches. We're going to take a big step back next to that countertop or something sturdy. So take a big step back with the left foot, and you're going to just stay there. That back heel is going to be off the ground, and you're going to rotate to the right. Rotate to the right. Rotate to the right. So with that left leg behind you and 10 rotations to the right, you're going to feel the front of the left hip open up. It's this that we're trying to feel. We're going to rotate to the right and rotate to the right. This is part of my daily morning stretch routine. I'm working on rotation and extension of the hip. Those are some of the things that we lose over time. I'm going to do 10 rotations to the right, and then I'm going to switch legs. Now my right foot's behind me, and guess which way I'm rotating? To the left. To the left. And what this is doing is working on hip extension and spinal rotation at the same time. Remember, we just did hip flexion and lumbar flexion. We're going to be doing hip extension and lumbar rotation next. Whew. It feels super good. So I usually only do 10 reps, 1 to 2 seconds hold on each side. You're gonna notice this trend. We're not doing any exercise for more than, or holding any exercise or stretch for more than 1 to 2 seconds. Feel free to do 2 sets if you want. You can do this stretch routine as much as you want during the day. It is a stretch. It's always gonna feel good. Whew. It's not gonna feel like you're having a bunch of burn because muscles are working hard. You can do it so often. So I'm gonna move on to my next one here, which is the leg swings. People are like, oh, I'm not in track anymore, whatever. I don't need to do leg swings. Yes, you do. They're very important. You're gonna hold on to something sturdy, countertop, broomstick. I'm using the wall here. You're gonna stand up tall, and you're gonna swing those legs. One leg, can't swing both at the same time. One leg back and forth, back and forth. Now what I'm doing here is that I'm letting that leg come behind me nice and loose. It's a pendulum. So gravity's kind of pulling down on the hip, And we're swinging to help give you some articular fluid, synovial fluid into the joints of your back and your hip. This always loosens up my patients. This is safe for people with arthritis, degeneration, hip replacement, knee replacement, whatever. We're going to move into this leg swing. 20 reps. Guess how long? 1 second hold, 1 second hold, 1 second hold, 1 second hold. Switch sides. Whew. Feels unbelievably good. Feels so good. I'm actually turn my body here. I'm going to stabilize, rotate. I'm feeling a little bit of flexion in my lower back, hip extension. That back foot doesn't go as far as it does in front of you. And just focus on getting good in the fluid and using momentum to loosen you up. Whew. So I recommend doing 15-20 reps with the leg swings. So we did the forward flexion, which feels great. We did the lumbar and hip rotation, which feels great. I'm biased, these all feel great. And then we did the leg swings as well. Okay, so now we're gonna move on. Grab your wedge board again, get next to the countertop, and we're gonna stretch our calves to finish this thing off. Okay, for this last one, if you want to do it in space here, you can, or have it next to the countertop. So the countertop would be here. You would have some space, you would have this. You're going to take one foot, you're gonna stick it on the board, and you're gonna step over. And what you're gonna do here is bend and straighten this leg that is on the board. So toes up, bend and straighten. If you have any history of back and hip discomfort, you're going to feel a huge stretch here. This is a gigantic stretch because it helps with gait. Imagine this wedge wasn't here. It would be like a normal walking pattern. Well, when you have pain, you shorten your stride. Things become slower, things become shorter, and this is gonna help lengthen you up. So we're bending and straightening, 15-20 reps. Here, bend and straighten. So when I bend it, I feel it in my ankle. When I straighten it, I feel it in my calf. Calf, ankle, calf, ankle, calf, ankle, ankle, calf. Whew, switch it up. Get that heel down. Even if you have to start back here, that's okay. We're still gonna straighten, bend, straighten, bend, straighten, bend. In my patients, this one is a game changer. They really notice and feel the stretch with this one. Hey, this feels really good. And if you have any sciatica stuff, any calf stiffness, this is gonna feel really good. You're gonna like this one. Whoo, I love it. 15-20 reps, 1 to 2 second hold. Feels very, very good. Okay, so we just finished off with our calves. Today we hit a great stretch routine for the entire sciatic nerve that can help improve stiffness and sciatica if you don't like getting on the floor and stretching. And so this is a great routine. You could do this every day, every morning. You could do this every other morning, but stick with it for a couple weeks and I know you're gonna like how you feel. If you have any questions or need any tips, just leave a comment underneath the video and I will get back to you. But as always, guys, enjoy how you feel, stay healthy, keep moving, and take care of yourself.